and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, with your readings here for April the 15th through April the 21st. Now, I want to thank you all for all the likes, shares, comments, and the new subscribers. If you're new, thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you will come back. If you are returning, thank you. I appreciate your loyalty and support of this channel. Now, these are general readings, guys, so please don't assume that everything I say here applies to you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you would like a more in-depth personal reading, click on this link here, which will take you to my website. You can peruse the kind of readings that I offer. And what else? I think that's it. Let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Libra, and welcome to your horoscope section of your reading. All the links to everything will be below, and the timestamps of where to skip things will be below also. Now, what's going on for you astrologically? Okay. On Wednesday, Mercury is moving into Aries, and it will transit your house of relationships over the next month. This is, darling, this is your area, you know. Communication with friends, partners, and family will be at the forefront of your mind. Lively debate is likely. Just be a little careful arguments don't ensue. You will be seeking out balance and harmony in all your relationships, which, you know, is all about you. Now, on Friday, April the 19th, the full moon in Libra at 29 degrees. The reason I mention 29 degrees is because it's very significant. The symbolism around the 29th degree is very, is amplified, so it's very powerful. So the full moon is happening in your sign, Libra. So this will definitely give you a sensitivity, and intuition will be off the charts. You know, your mood could fluctuate, and emotions may take over sometimes, especially as Uranus is directly opposite. So that's got some influence and some push-pull kind of energy going on. Now, at this time, you have the capacity to be an incredible counselor. It's like helping friends in need. It's freely giving helpful advice and guidance. Your advice will be sought out. People will gravitate to you because you just have this wonderful energy about you. You are the counselor. It's almost like you could take on that title for the month, the counselor, Libra. Now, on April the 20th, the sun moves into Taurus, and there could be a very significant dynamic power change in, you know, in your relationship if you're coupled. And, you know, it could be another significant relationship like a child or a parent, or, you know, some kind of family or friends. But boundaries could be set up by you or your partner. And this could manifest because it's kind of in your house of transformation, right? So this could manifest in your partner's finances may be kind of in question, if you know what I mean. It's like how they contribute might be up for debate. Perhaps it's a conversation that you have been wanting to have and haven't had the courage to address. But I think these things, these issues will come up during this month for sure. Perhaps it's a conversation that just needs to happen. Go into it, if you do, with an open heart and a level head. Now later that day, on the 20th or 21st in some areas of the globe, Venus, your ruling planet moves into your relationship sector, restoring harmony and balance for you. Once Venus is really, so this is a good note, right? So once Venus is truly in your sign and settled and happy, in your house of relationship, that would be a good time to address any concerns in your relationship with your partner, and indeed any kind of meaningful relationship. You know, it could be financial issues with with one of your family members, or even a roommate, something like that. So Libra, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello Libra, and welcome to your tarot card section of your reading. And I've already shuffled these off screen. I always like to say it. Oh, that is interesting what just fell out there. I'm actually going to put that off to the side. I think it's very significant, the card that just fell out. I had already done the intention on these cards, bless them, and shuffled them, so I know that that's meant for you. Okay, so 3 cards for Libra, please. What wonderful guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Libra for this week, the 21st through, sorry, the 15th through the 21st? 1, 2, 3. Wow. You've got 4 actually. You've actually got 5 cards now. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Let's do the clarifying cards for you, Libra. You are being contacted for sure. Some of you, this is definitely a message for you. Okay. Please clarify the 2 of Pentacles for Libra for this coming week. Oh, there it is. Oh. Please clarify the 3 of Wands. Oh, didn't come out. It's funny because the other cards don't pop out so easily. These ones usually do. Here we are. And then you have 2 cards here to clarify. The 7 of... Oh my goodness, you've got 2 cards to clarify too. Oh wow, you've got a full reading here, Libra. What's up with that? Okay. Take a look at your cards. The first card out is the 2 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 2 of Pentacles is the Page of Cups. Then you have the 3 of Wands, and clarifying the 3 of Wands is the King of Wands. Now, I'm going to leave that card off that came out later, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but you have the 7 of Pentacles right next to the Fool, and then clarifying these 2 cards, you have the 6 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. And the Knight of Cups. This is definitely on a par with your horoscope reading. So I want to give you the card that fell out right as I was shuffling. The very first card is the Death card. Now this is the Death and Rebirth card. And this is what's happening for you, because you have, what do you have? You have Venus, no, not Venus. You have the Sun moving into Taurus, and this is in your Death and Rebirth. It's your transformation, house of transformation, which is equal to this, the Death and the Rebirth. So this is very significant for you. So I would really, this is when the Sun moves into that area for a whole month. This is really, it depends on how it's going to affect you, right? This could affect you in your in ways of intimacy and passion, but it could be finances, and it could be somebody else's finances, and that's what I'm getting for some of you. So you might be having financial issues with someone else. It's their finances that are affecting you and concerning you. Now, this could be that you have been getting and receiving money from someone else and this has stopped. It could be that. Or it could be that someone's not pulling their weight. Whatever it is, it needs to be addressed, but really addressed with an open heart and really a diplomatic and level head. And look, Libra, you are good at that. You are the peacemaker. At your best, you're the peacemaker. So I feel that if you meditate, you ask for guidance, I feel that you'll be able to handle this to your satisfaction. And that, relationships will change after this. Now, whatever happens will, as long as you keep your side of the street clean, everything will happen the way it is supposed to happen. Trust in the process. Now, the first card out, well, that of course was the first card out, but this was the first that kind of for your message is the Two of Pentacles, which indicates to me that you've really got a lot going on and you've got to keep your eye on the ball. You have to be present. Don't go off in your head. Make sure that you are completely present and on point. Like if you're at home, be at home. If you're at work, be at work. Don't carry your home life to work and don't carry your work life home. And look, I've got, this is you being a master juggler. So you could have two jobs, you could have, be working on your life purpose, you could have a business and a job, like me. So you've got to juggle a lot of stuff. And it's really kind of organization and getting your ducks in a row. And clarifying it is the Page of Cups. And this is, well, it can be a message of love. You could get, a nice little message on social media, or you could get, somebody sending you an email. This is, or somebody could actually tell you that they fancy you. This can also indicate intuition. And psychic ability, which is very kind of apparent during this time with this full moon, right, at 29 degrees. It's very significant. So you have to figure out what that is. If you get a love message, I want to hear it. Now, pages can also indicate that you are ready for the next phase of your life, whatever that is. And with your House of Transformation in here, that's probably the likely meaning of this. I really do feel that things are going to change. So I feel that look, when you're ready for the next phase of your life, it's a higher phase that you're going into. This, pages of they've been apprenticed, right? They've been in service of the king and the knights, right? And they have all the information. And at one point, they actually have to go out and experience it. So they've learned everything cerebrally and, being the lapdog, but then they have to actually go out and do it. They have to become the knight, right? So this is kind of a turning point, I think, Libra, for you. Now, the next card is the Three of Wands. It is imperative that you make long-term optimistic plans. This kind of reminds me of Sagittarius. This is about really seeing your future as very positive. He's at the dock, he can see his ship and he's waiting for it to come in. It's not like he's longing for it to come in or he's looking on the horizon, he's expecting it, but he doesn't know if it's going to get. He knows he's got his ship. He knows it. His ship's coming. He's just waiting for the next shipment. And he's, what do you do when you know your ship's coming in? Not when you believe it, but you actually know it's coming in. You're making plans, right, for what's on that ship. And you've got plans set in motion. You've got someone down there unloading, at the dock. Then you're going to put it somewhere else. And then it's meant for something else. I mean, you've got all these plans in motion. And you're seeing the you've got the long view of it. So you're seeing way ahead. I'm not talking months, I'm talking years. What is it that they say? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, clarifying it is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands, I will say, the Knight of Wands is a brilliant leader. He's charming, he's charismatic, he wants to be entertained. He kind of gets a little bored easily sometimes. So, when the King of Wands comes in, it's like, just be spiritually guided. Put spirit first, put God first, because this is about doing everything for the right reason, for the higher good of everyone. So you have to make that decision whatever decision you make, it has to be for the higher good. So if you're doing long-term plans, make sure that it's kind of helping humanity, not ripping them off. For sure. Not big corporations. It's like, you can be a big corporation as long as you're, what's the word I'm looking for? Spiritually based, where you're going to serve humanity in a way that's going to help them. There's nothing wrong with capitalism as long as it's not, at the expense of people. I hear my dog sniffing. Sparky, stay there. He wants to come in. Okay, now the next card you have is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is saying that you need to reassess what you're doing. Have you got back all the for all the effort that you've put into something? Have you got enough back? Is there a balance there? Is there, look at the books. And if there isn't, I'm not saying don't do it, but definitely tweak it. Perhaps do something a little different. You always have to reassess your business, reassess your actions. Is this paying off at work? Am I getting the results that I need to get? And if I'm not, then I need to kind of take another look at this and do it in a different way, right? So this is definitely saying that you've got to kind of reassess things. Now, right next to it is the Fool. Now, I've got take a risk here. So there might be kind of a risk that you need to take, and it's financial or business or something. The Fool is in fear of doing something, right? It's you have the fear of going ahead because you don't know for certain if something's going to pay off. Nobody knows for certain. But if you're passionate about something and you really believe in it, you can make it happen. And so sometimes, I remember the first business I went into, my sister said, "Oh my God, you're brave, And I thought to myself, no, I'm really the fool. I'm naive. I'm just going to trust that the universe is going to take care of me. And it did for a while, and then it didn't. I've had a few businesses in my life, a couple. And, listen, the temperature changes in the air. Like, automation is coming into this, into the world, right? And so a lot of jobs will be lost. So you have to look at what happened. My first business went under in 2011, because of 9/11. I was in the fashion industry and the bottom fell out of the fashion. And, I was in the fashion industry and I was thinking, what's the point? It's like you question life, when something that major happens. It's like, what's the point of fashion? I remember it was a real turning point for me. Anyway, I digress. But what I mean is, this is, trust that things are going to work out. Have those long-term optimistic plans. Go with it. Go with gusto. I'm not saying just lie there and say, oh, this is going to happen and do nothing. You have to get up and take action and do something and make it happen, right? Now, what's really interesting is clarifying those two cards is the Six of Pentacles, and that, I was talking, this is about helping people. So, I feel that you can be of service now. This is, in your horoscope, it's saying you're the counselor, right? You're going to help people. You're going to balance them, help them balance and help them see life the way it's supposed to be seen. And look, you've got the Knight of Cups. This is fast energy. All knights are gallant. They're all righteous. They're all there to kind of save damsels in distress. And I feel that you're really going to help a lot of people and help them through love, right? This is the gift of love. And you've got Venus coming into your house of relationships. I really feel that you are going to help. You know, and I feel that you, I mean, some of you may be counselors already, you know. I mean, you could be relationship counselors, you know, I don't know, but I feel that you are helping people. This is the service card, and this is the gift of love. And, you know, the gift of love may be coming in for you, but what I'm getting in this instant is you're going to give that gift of love to others through whatever it is you are doing, Libra. So, Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, and look, comment and give me feedback. I love to interact with that. I answer every comment. I answer every single one. So sometimes it takes me a day or two to get to it, you know, if I'm busy, but I always answer. So always check back. Thank you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.